All right, so today we're going to go over making a SharePoint site. I'm not going to get too far into the weeds. I'm just going to go over the basics. That way this could be efficient. So as you're following along in this video and the following videos that come after, take your time, pause the video, and if you have to go back, go back. So you're going to have a dashboard, whatever it may be, and we're just going to go to this and we're going to go home, right? And when you have your SharePoint, you're going to have pages that look like this. And the first thing you want to do is create your SharePoint. So the way you get to SharePoint is when you open up your apps, these 9 boxes, 9 dots on the top left-hand side. Throughout all these videos, I'm going to reference them over and over again. So get very familiar. To access any of the apps, we're always going to refer to this, and you're going to click SharePoint. It's going to give you a page like this, and you're going to want to create a website. And we're going to create a team site. You can create a communication site. You can look up the differences, but we're going to do a team site. And so when you do this, you can choose to have a clean slate or use a template. Just for efficiency, I'm going to use this training course template. And then I'm just going to click use it. And then we're going to name it, and say you have a department, and we're going to do IT department site. Okay, we're going to click next. And you want to switch the privacy settings to public to anyone in the organization. You want everyone to be able to access the site so you can use it as a utility. You're going to hit create site. And this is the part where you can add admins. So people who are going to help you maintain the SharePoint page, basically the main website page. And you're going to type their emails. If they're in your organization, they should pop up as you type their name. And these are people that you can trust. You can also give them certain permissions, like site owners have full control. They can change the theme, they can change everything. Or you can have site members. They can view, edit, including files and pages on the website itself. So this is where you assign trust. And this is where you start, delegating, the trust to people, depending on the way your organization is structured. You do not want to be the only one with this access. So if you're on vacation, if you're not in the office, and they need to change something, people have access to that. So we're just going to go and go over the template I already have. And this is the exact same training template. This is how it's going to look. There's stuff I changed. This is the main page for the organization. This is a pseudo organization. And use this resource for internal operations. Well, it's you can customize it. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the themes. You can go up to the settings right here. And you can see all the site content, permissions, all that. You can actually manage all the stuff here for your team. You can go to site contents and it will load up, and you have your documents. And we can just go back to this wheel right here, site usage, apply a site template. If you go to that, you can go back and pick another template. But yeah, this little wheel will help us later on. But for now, we're going to go change the look. And we're going to go over to the theme. and we're going to pick a different theme of the website. And we're going to we'll use this Cobalt. We're going to save it. We're going to go to the home page. And as you can see, the colors have changed in the themes. So you want to click this edit mode. So when you scroll over the website and click on these links, nothing works, not yet. So you want to go to this edit mode to work on the site. And the first time you do it, it's going to take some time to load up. And you just have to be patient. It just depends on, your internet service and all that stuff. But so these add new sections, and you can make one. You can make it 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. We'll just add a section. And then on the side here, you have your edit properties and your trash can. You can delete that section. When you click on the section itself, you're going to see these little items. So right here, I typed in work order requests. So we're going to have to change what it says in this banner. So right here, we'll just say IT work order requests. Oh, I'm slow right now. All right, and then right here you can choose an icon, and there's a lot of icons that you can choose from, but we'll choose something pretty simple that's related to IT, and we'll just say it's this little computer here. All right, so we have that. We might have another department in our business, and it might be maintenance. We'll just say maintenance. We'll do, you can also use this, and we'll just type in tool. And we have some wrenches. We'll select that, and we'll just say request. And let's just do one more. How about that? We'll do that's another good one. We'll do training requests. There we go. And it has this book, right? So you might have more departments in your organization, but instead of purchasing all these different software applications, like IT will have a different application that you pay subscription for, and then maintenance might have their own. HR, you might have HR requests here for leave or, overtime. I don't know how you submit overtime, but the idea behind this is to have a centralized location that every employee has access to, and they can fix their computer. Say a sink is leaking, they can, immediately, any employee can see a problem and address it by putting in a request. So we made this. We're going to just go ahead and republish it. And that will save your progress, right? And then down here, you can have educational videos. You can have whatever your team has. Like on my site, I had the work orders. I wanted it to be functional as soon as you got to the page. So I put the work orders on the top. So you get to the page, you have access to work orders, HR, maintenance, in-house construction, interior design. I wanted we had logistics, so you want people to address their needs immediately. So I always put the work orders here. Your upcoming events, it makes everyone aware, like you might have a safety meeting it's a requirement by OSHA to do a fire drill exercise. So you might have your alerts here that says, hey, we have a fire drill coming up on the 1st of January. You're like, this is where you can schedule all that. So while they're putting a work order in, they can see all the events. The courses I put up were all videos. So we can go back to edit, and I'll show you how you can make adjustments to this and to add your internal video content. And like I said, when you hit the edit button, it takes a second to update this stuff. So we'll go here. Here it comes. So I usually put the training videos here, and I can show you how I did that. So if we edit the properties, if we can delete this, actually, let's go ahead and start a new section. And we'll do 3 columns in this new section. And you want to go to edit properties. And actually, we already did that. So let's get rid of that. So you have a subsection in each of the 3 columns. You're just going to scroll down here. And if it's a video on YouTube, you can just click that. And then you can embed the YouTube code here. And the video will auto-populate in this section. So that's pretty easy to do. You copy the link, paste it here. If you have your own internal videos, you can add this section, and you can link that, your internal videos to it by this embed button. So when you do that, you embed the link, and that would be in your Microsoft, where is it at? You'll have like a Microsoft Stream account that you can make videos. You can make your custom videos, and you take that link and you can put that Microsoft Stream video and just paste the link here, and you'll have that video embedded into your website. But we're not going to go over that, all right? Not too far into the weeds. Like I said, do what you want with your main page. I just wanted to show you these buttons, and these buttons will come in handy later on when we go over this. So we'll save this as a draft. And yeah, that's all I got for this video.